Hello. How's
Hola,
everyone doing today? What's going on? What's happening?
hola, ¿cómo está? What's going on, beaches? Beaches? What's going on? Yes, I'm wrapped up in a blanket because goddamn it, I'm cold. And I'm cold because we're in that awkward time of year where it's not quite warm outside, but then it seems like it's colder inside your house than it's outside. And it's just cold. So that's what I'm doing. And
Thank
if
you,
you
eccentric.
Yeah, and I was like, and if you paying a damn electric bill or a gas bill or some sort of heating bill, um, stay delivering the heat, and for that we say, oh, thank you, eccentric. But yeah, but some of
That's
that
how
oven and some
girl.
of that
That's how
heat.
girl Rashonda. I got another one of Rashonda's things coming up, so we're gonna get into that. So keep going about paying the bills and stuff. Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, but anyway, so that's what we hear. So if I look crazy, then you know what, I look crazy, but I'm
All
warm.
good.
So, but anyway, how's everything? How's everybody? I see eccentric. I see Del. Hey. Are you all set and ready for the grand pomp and circumstance and all that good stuff? No. Okay. Well, you're still responding. You're still typing. Okay. But listen.
Like, share, and subscribe. Amen and hallelujah.
Yes, God. I'm still going to wish you again. I'm going to say congratulations and wish you well. It's going to go up. And listen, let's talk about. Okay, so we all know I work at the Black Bait. I call it the Black Degree Factory, and we already know that at the and their graduation is on Mother's Day. So we already know Black Degree Factory, Black Mamas, Black Family. Everybody want to know what's going on, and it's Mother's Day weekend. So baby, people are coming to see their babies and their grandbabies and their great grandbabies graduate and walk across that stage. So, darling, when I tell you that there has been a mad rush of people coming in to try to take care of bills, grandmammy and grandpappy and mama and daddy want to make sure that little junior is going to be able to walk across that stage. And that's amazing. And I'm here for it. But the flip side
Is that granny just pulling out $500 from her titties and be like, here, just pay this fucking bill?
Baby, listen. And we ain't even got to the graduate. We ain't even got to the present yet. But anyway, but here's the flip side. The flip side to that is while they are making sure these babies pay their bills, guess what we are doing? We are now taking this money that we haven't got, that we haven't had, and we haven't been paid, and now using it to beautify the Black Degree Factory. So when I tell you in the past week and a half, it has looked like, oh my God, what's going on here? To like, oh my God, what's going on here? Like it has really done that in like less than 2 weeks. So I am like, even the color of the friggin' grass has changed. And I was just like, are you kidding me? But listen.
You mean to say the bitches colored the grass?
Babe, listen, I don't know if they've colored the grass. I don't know if Orkin or what's the people, Kimlawn or True Green or whatever came and painted it. But baby, listen, I'm here to tell you over the past week and a half, there has been no dead, sunburned, discolored grass anywhere on these parts. Now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if it means they've been out here in the middle of the night picking up weeds and stuff. And listen, that's what they're doing. But all I know is it looks beautiful. So I will say that. And they're still finishing up some stuff because they started early. Thank God. That's the one thing they started early on. But they started early and it's looking pretty good.
Congratulations on the weight loss.
Oh, come on! You dropping a deuce and a deuce and two lbs. Come on, come on for that summer body. Hey, what's going on, Spiller Boy?
So what else is going on? What happened in your week?
So look. All right, so I done told y'all that I think it was last week or a week before last, I had to go in for the for the little medical procedures and stuff, and I was going in, I was all cleansed out and everything, and so everything came back well. I mean, came back good, and I'm doing well with it, just getting older. It just is what it is. But the one thing he did say to me, he said, "Well, we want to make sure when we found some stuff on your endoscopy, we want to make sure we figured out what it was, and we want to make sure you're okay." He's like, "Have you had any symptoms?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So, I'm sorry. Let me back up. I get a phone call afterwards that says, "Hey, Epic, can you come into the office and can you come in to see us?" And I was like, "Sure." She was like, "Yeah, we got some stuff back from this. So when can you come see us?" I was like, "Well, when do you have available?" She's like, "Can you come tomorrow?" I said,
Oh,
"Wait."
girl.
I said,
Just
"Hold on."
tell me over the phone, honey. I don't have time for this.
That's exactly where I was at because I was like, "Girl, listen, all this that you're doing right now, this holding off, and you trying to, She's like, "Well, you're not dying," and I was like, "Oh, we all are dying. Every single minute that we're here, we're getting older, we're dying." But what are you talking? I'm like,
That
"Girl,
part. But come on, honey. Get it together.
we're like, what are we doing?" So she's like, "Well, you have an infection, a bacterial infection. We want to just give you some antibiotics for it." And I was just like, "Girl, listen, I appreciate you telling me that, but I've had a long day, and I appreciate you. I just all I want to know what I need to prepare for, like what I need to do. Like that's all I'm trying to figure out." So they want to give me these antibiotics, like amoxicillin and all sorts of stuff. And apparently, this infection that I have is one that most bacteria, especially if they're in your stomach acids will eat them up. I happen to have just my luck. I happen to have been exposed to, and I don't know where or how or when, which is I was asking my doctor too. To this, he gave me the long name of it. I can't even think of what the name of it is or pronounce it right now. But basically, it feeds off of the acids in my stomach. So I am literally taking not one, not two, not three, but four pieces of medication twice a day. And when I tell you my ass is loopy, loopy, loopy for like a significant part of the day. And then if I'm not loopy, I get nauseous. When I'm nauseous, I can't eat. I was like, what the fuck? So listen, I feel like, you go to somebody's house, I got all my little medications and pills and crap. And then on top of it, they tell me, "Oh, you're low on your B12 and you're low on your vitamin D." I was like,
now that's not true because we know Epic gets plenty of vitamin D.
We are talking about D3. Thank you so much. And
I thought you liked more than 3 inches of D.
D3 is the vitamin. I have 5,000 milligrams. I'm sorry, 220. 5,000 IUs of vitamin D. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
But again, this week has been the adjustment for that. So I'm just kind of like I'm actually doing pretty well. But it's cool because I'm at work and I'm trying to like not be angry at people, not snap at people, and I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to get the rhythm together, and then I'm sorry. Once I finish eating all of taking those things, because one of them I have to take an hour before I eat anything, and the other three I got to take with food. Then afterwards, I got to take some Pepto Bismol. I was like, Jesus, this week. So yeah, a brother is getting adjusted and getting used to it. But that's been the biggest part of this week. So, but other than that, as I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again, every day above ground is a good one. So I'm good about that. I'm happy.
Yes,
that's where we are.
Good for you.
How was your week?
Work was fine. I'm, not ready to cap anyone. Recently, I sort of have moved past that. On a Friday, your sister called me talking about she got a flat tire, and I'm like, these are brand new tires. What you be running over? What you be doing? Luckily, I have the Firestone replacement, and with this replacement service, it's a mobile tire service, so all I had to do was tell them where the car was. But of course, they couldn't do that till Saturday. So I get up, I get Azamek to take me out there, and then we're just going to be on that side of the world until till they fix the car. So they said it's supposed to be 9 to 12. So we go, we had breakfast at IHOP. Oh, we ran into your old roommate.
Yes, he told me. He sent me a text message. He was like, "Why aren't you here for the family reunion?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "What time is this?" It was like,
right. And we just happened to both be at that same IHOP in Clinton. Yeah. And then I did a little shopping. I bought a new chair for my office. and just sort of wandering around,
How many
killing
damn chairs do
time.
you have now? Don't you have like 4 chairs like for that?
Yeah, that chair, I keep having bad luck with chairs, but this one costs less than the other two chairs. And now I've got a replacement warranty on it. So if anything happens with the chair, they just give me all my money back, and then I can just buy another chair. But so I feel good about this chair that I got from Office, what was it, Staples actually.
Okay.
And then so it's like 12:30. And so I called them because here's my pet peeve. When they give you that fucking window, and then here you are, the window has expired, and then no one calls you. And then I call them and they're like, oh, well, okay, so you should expect a call from them within the next 5 minutes. So another 30, 45 minutes go by, and then I call them back. And then I was like, I don't need this. I don't need to speak to nobody that reads scripts. I need this to be escalated to a manager. And then I call. So then the manager gets on the line and he was like, oh, well, sir, we don't see an appointment here for you. I was like, Because when I called yesterday, y'all said I was on the schedule for 9 to 12. And he said, oh, well, I see that you were scheduled or that they put it in, but then they never scheduled it. I was like, I don't even know what that means. But now I've called back twice, and both times they looked it up. And the first time the bitch said, they'll call you back in 5 minutes. And then what's going on here with this thing? And
right.
So finally I got the tire replaced. And so, all right, so we're done with that. Then Saturday night was the Pledge Bar night, and it was cute. I mean, it was a ton of people there. It was so many people there till I was like, I'm not staying long.
Well, listen, bitch, we already knew we was going to come through, do what we're going to do, a rollout. Because, bitch, when I saw you, I was like, you already had that look that was like, bitch, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Right. I felt, because I also was like, there are so many people here that this bar night is a success. So no one needed any help. No one needed any coaching. And plus, I mean, I haven't really been involved with the pledges as much, but I will always support the pledges. So I came, I did a couple of twirls. I dipped it as low as my new knees or these old knees will allow. And then I dipped it on out. Ran into a couple of people that I didn't want to see. Well, one person that I didn't want to see. And the funny part about it was I've not seen this person in so long, and I'll just say that they look different.
This is the person that you were talking about that made that funny comment about?
I don't know which one was that.
You were saying, you were like, oh, I didn't recognize you. I mean, they said,
yes. Because I walked right up on them without realizing who they were, because I saw they were in an Onyx vest and everything. I didn't realize who they were, because I'm the kind of person, when I don't fuck with you no more, I be forgetting what the fuck you look like, what your voice sounds like. I be putting you all the way out of my mind. And so I was literally like this far from him. And then I realized who the fuck he was. And then I was like, oh, and I know that he thought that I was trying to play some game. But see, that's the way that they act. I'm not playing no games. I was like, girl, I didn't recognize you. Then once I recognized you, I was like,
I declined. Thank you.
Right. And then I just walked on around and kept on about my business. Hey, Spesh. Speaking of Spesh, Spesh's husband showed up. Did you see?
Yes,
I did. There?
Listen, I walked up there on that top level, and that was a 2-4 because I hadn't seen Kai, and I hadn't seen in person. I hadn't seen another brother, Eli. I hadn't seen him in person for a minute. So I was like, hey, that was my thing. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I didn't expect to see him. So, but I was
yeah,
glad.
Well, one of them people I had no interest in seeing. So that's why I said there were at least 2 people that I saw there that I had no interest. But at least he kept it cute and made no attempt to speak to me because he know better.
Well, but listen, here's the other thing too. And I'm getting ready to offend some people, and that's unfortunate. But what I'm going to say right now is, and how I feel is, Listen, at this age, as a man of a certain age, I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I don't give a fuck. So if I'm not
No,
really
my
fucking with
reasons,
you,
my reasons are personal.
right? No. I'm just saying. My thing is, if I'm not really fucking with you, I won't see you.
Right. I didn't see
And
her, but
right,
it's not supposed that I didn't see her. I don't see it for her.
okay. But again,
Right.
even if that person, if they reciprocate, there's a mutual understanding. We're like,
I speak to, any bitch, that is polite enough to speak to me, they will get the minimum.
right. And so what all I'm saying is, I think that because we're at this age where it's like, all right, like, okay, listen, you and
Right.
somebody else do the same thing. Y'all been in the same spaces before, and you may have said a nod or a hi but you all keep going.
Well, but these two people, we've be gone past that point. I don't even feel the need to be polite to
Well,
them
that would
in
be three.
spaces.
That would be three people that I'm thinking of right now that were
Oh,
there.
now it's four because there's a story for offline because all of those, all of that, all that other yakety yakety don't have no backety uppity. So you got all of this, but you don't have no receipts. So anyway, that's a story for another time. So anyway, so I left the bar night. It was good to see Bakari there too. Oh, but back to Kareem for 1 second. So he messaged me and he was like, "Hey sir, how's it going? I was thinking about coming to the bar night. It'd be good to see you." And I was like, "Who is this?" I did not have the number saved. And then when I did see him, I was like, "I don't have your number saved. Is this a new number?" He was like, "No, this is
you
the
have a
same number." So I was like, "Oh, so
you
what
have
you're
a new
saying is
phone.
that I didn't have your number saved, is what you're saying."
You
He
have
was
a new
like, "I'm
phone.
not saying it, but I'm saying it."
You have a new phone. Listen, just like Special said, new phone. Who is this?
Right. So I was like, "Oh, so you know how you switch over phones and all of the numbers don't
They
transfer."
don't.
But it really did. I have absolutely nothing against Kareem. So I obviously, for whatever
Oh, wait a
reason,
minute. Wait, hold up. Um, listen,
yes.
listen. I will forever call Kareem Kai just
He
because that's
said you could call him either.
right. No, and I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. So I want people to be clear that we're talking about the same person. Um, but Kareem does the just like you do. They do the technology thing with the 15 different lines. And did he call you from? Did he call you from the work phone versus the personal phone, or like what are we doing?
Right. He said it was the phone that he'd always had. And I feel like I had texted him before. So maybe he's always had that phone, but then another phone because there was we've had text conversations before. I am certain of that.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Nichelle. So anyway, so then Bakari also showed up and he had texted me ahead of time. It was like, "Hey, his boyfriend, who was our treasurer, needs to stay there late, but he ain't staying there all night." So he was like, "Can I roll home with you?" Because he
I'm
lives right down the street from me.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be I'm going to be unnecessarily messy. So this is an acknowledgement now. Is that what we're doing? Is that how?
Now
Is that?
that's been acknowledged, but the funny part about it was
I
when he acknowledged it, everyone was like, "What? This is brand new information. I did
take
not
two.
know these facts before."
Take end scene. Take two. Like
Okay. Really? I didn't know that. Does that sound more realistic? Was that more believable?
I mean,
Okay,
listen.
good.
And to be clear, I'm absolutely 100% here for it. So let me be clear. But I'm just like, what? And listen, it ain't none of nobody else's business. But again, I'm just like, y'all putting this out there, so you making it public business. But okay.
Tyra, hello. Hold on, hold. Hi, Tyra.
Ooh.
She says, I said hi too, damn it. That was not that. So
Hi, boo. And you know why I didn't? You know what? I didn't say hi to you. You know why? Because I didn't see you. Were you there? Were
oh,
you?
here we go. Here we go. So
So
anyway,
you're here. You're here. I'm sorry. You're here. You're here. I'm not starting with listen, Tyra. I'm not starting with you tonight. We good. I'm extending the olive branch. I'm extending the pepperoni. That's what I'm doing. I'm extending the pepperoni, girl. I'm extending the pepperoni. That's all I got. I'm extending the pepperoni.
so after I dropped Bakari off and I got home, I got on the TikToks and then I got on the Twitters. And the
Okay.
Twitters, my Twitter is divided by, it's like 75% dicks and asses and 25%, righteous black man. you know.
Okay.
Well, maybe 80 is more like, I will say 80-20.
Okay.
And so I was on the 80% side. And so I was in a mood. And so I got on Grindr. I was like, I'm gonna find somebody to receive my gifts. I had
Wait a minute. I extended the pepperoni. What are we doing? Red Gatorade.
so I was like, I have 5 days worth of gifts that I need to give to somebody. Eccentric said mine is 90-10. I'm trying to not sound like a total whore, but it's more like 90-10.
Eccentric, listen, speak your truth, baby, because I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, boo. In fact, I stopped giving people my Twitter name. Like, bitch, everything on there is just.
So I'm looking. You get a lot, and everyone. It was kind of cute, but then I was like, you too far. I need somebody that's like close. Like, I don't need to. I need to just be able to put on a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt. And Special says 97, 93.7. And when I get mad, when I see the 7.
Listen, I'm right there.
Right.
I understand, Special. I understand.
And so there was this guy we had chatted a while ago, this cute little Latino guy, and I knew that he wasn't far from me, and he happened to be on. This was like at what this was, because this was at like 3:45 in the morning.
Oh, baby,
and I was like,
this is a straight come in, shut up, fuck, get out. That's all.
Right. So I was like, I got some gifts. Are you ready to receive these gifts? He was like, how quickly can you be there? Or no, he sent me his location. And I was like, bitch, it takes 5 minutes literally driving to get to where he is. And I said, I'll be there in 6 minutes. I got there in 6 minutes. I gave him my gifts. But before I gave him my gifts, he was like, so do you eat? And I was like, I do. And baby, his all right, so it's just friends here, right?
We're just amongst us squirrel friends.
Just us. Baby, his whole like to pull my tongue off.
Oh.
That was the kind of suction that it had. And I was just like, ah!
Wait, bitch, that right there is a gift. You're like, ah!
Yes. And then I fucked him, and then I was like, got to go. I was like, this is I listen, if the question was, why did you come so fast? Because you were leaving and I didn't want to keep you. It's 4, it's like 4:15 in the morning. I told you, for the ladies, I was like, there's this term, it's called a pump and dump. It's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast! Pull up the pants. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you later. And then when I got back home, I was like, that was lots of fun. We're going to fuck again and often. And he was like, no doubt. And so that was that. So then the last part of this story is that, I was like, people that messaged me. So I was like responding to messages the next day. And I don't know what it is about me, but the girls be wanting. So I call them dates, but for me, they're just appointments. But the girls be wanting to date. They're like, would you like to go out for coffee? I was like, I would like to go out for some ass.
Like, listen, that's not what we're here for. If we were here for a coffee date, we would meet on Plenty of Fish or some other crap like that. But baby, this whole site is about grinding and jacking and moving and schmoozing and scruffing and smutting and sledding out. And bitch, I'm not trying to date
Exactly.
you.
And
I'm not
sniffing and all that. Yeah, girl. I mean, listen, what could a connection be made? Yes.
possibly,
But
but
listen,
right now,
so I knew it wasn't going to be a match because he was talking all this stuff like, "Oh, daddy, you sexy and everything," and yada yada yada. And yes, I am cute and cuddly, Tyra. I do appreciate that, and I love that. And I got a whole boyfriend slash slave that I give all of that to. But in addition to that, I do like to stick my penis in various and sundry holes. And that's all I need you for. I don't need coffee from you. I don't need to go on museum dates with you. I don't need to go to the movies with you. I got a man and I got friends to, well, I can't, I can go out. I can't fuck Epic. I mean, I could, but that's not the nature of our relationship. But I got friends.
that's what we doing.
I mean, I remember how you tried to hit me up on Growl and tried to get into under my holy robe when we first met. I remember. No, you didn't.
That's not.
You really did not. That is not how that happened at all.
That's not. But go ahead, continue the story. But go ahead. All right.
But my point is, I've got friends and a boyfriend slash slave that I spend quality relationship time with. If I'm on Grinder or Scruff or BBRT or Sniffies or Recon or whatever, girl, I'm not looking for a date. I am looking for sex, and that is all that I am looking for. Now, if, as has happened with a lot of us, I think at least a lot of gay men, if after we have sex, we get to talking or whatever, and we find out that we have a connection, then we might hang out. But that's going to be after the sex. And so with this one guy, he's like, the one guy talk about coffee. He's like, I say to him, do you have some pictures? Because he had like a 1 or 2 pictures or whatever. But and I know, and I mean you, Epic, and all of our friends watching know what I mean when I say, do you have pics? This girl is giving me all of his artistic glamour shots and like, that's like, bitch, I don't want to see. Show me your hole.
Right. Yeah, it's like, baby, I don't want to see that. I can see that. I could listen.
He seems like a nice person, but I just met this dude. So, will we go out for coffee? If I don't have anything to do on Saturday, maybe. But girl, let me just be clear. All of this is just a prelude to sex. We might be cool or whatever, but I have zero interest in cultivating a whole new full relationship. And so if that happens, it's going to happen accidentally after we have sex. And if you say we are not having sex until we go out on a date, then we will never go out on a date. Because I'm just telling you, just keeping it real. So
listen, I'm gonna leave that alone.
What was you gonna say?
No, I was like, listen. I was trying to put a bitch in the motherfucking elevator and then let the elevator go down. So I don't really give a fuck about that. Like, y'all go. Like, bitch, go. But you talked me out of it, so I was like, okay, all right, fine, whatever.
Oh, you're talking about in Atlanta that time?
Yes.
Child, listen, friends. This guy isn't even affiliated with the organization anymore. But we had this new brother who, when I met him for the first time at a gathering of the Onyx brothers, his hole said hello to me from across the room.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
So he was saying that, and then as he was saying that, my dick was saying, when I first saw you, I said, oh my, that's a dream. That's my dream for the night, not forever, but for the night. And so,
and to be clear, it was a beautiful.
It was a beautiful hole, and it tasted and felt as good as it looked. But then he got a little too full off of, what was it? It was Maximum Impact.
No. It wasn't Maximum Impact.
No, it was the fucking
Compressed air.
compressed air shit. So he was fucked up, and his fucked upness had overstayed his welcome. And so Epic, because Epic has admitted this, and someone else who will remain nameless was like, put that motherfucker in the elevator, push down, and then go. I was like, this man just became a brother. We cannot do that to this man.
Listen, so if we're gonna tell a story, tell the whole story. Bitch, you done got so motherfucking fucked up that you couldn't even remember your motherfucking name. You couldn't even remember how to use your own body. Bitch, he didn't even make it to the bathroom to do his own bodily function. Bitch, get out. Don't come back in my space. Take your raggedy ass. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take you down the motherfucking hallway. Listen, what I'm gonna do is push the elevator for you. Push the elevator button and put it in the lobby. Ding, bye. Get the fuck out. But I digress.
But I will say that when he sobered up in the morning, the ass was even better. And he was just that kind of trade. He is a brother, but he was just that kind of trade that if you and the other person who will remain nameless was like, well, shit, since you inconvenienced us, we get to fuck you too. He'd have been like, bet.
And the sad part is no one had to even say all of that. It would have been like, what's up?
Oh no, yeah, words would not have been necessary. He'd have been like, why you putting your clothes on?
Yeah, like what
you
the
still
fuck?
got two people. You still got two more people you got to suck off, and at least two more loads you got to take.
Like what you doing? Like what you doing? But I mean, but again,
eccentric. It was messy, but it was so good. Like
eccentric. Yeah, listen, baby, listen,
baby.
Hey,
listen. I have got a girl whose pussy is so good. If you throw it up in the air, it will turn into sunshine. It was, oh my God.
So
it was good.
Anyway, but again, and let me be clear. I am here for the brotherhood. Like I'm not trying to,
I know, but it was like 4:00 in the morning. He had pissed one bed, and that sort of fucked our living arrangements up for the weekend, for the night.
You're beyond pissy. You're sloppy out of it. I can't even say you're sloppy drunk. You're fucking out of control as far as I'm concerned. And maybe that's a trigger for me because growing up, there's some adults around me. My father.
I hear that.
Maybe that's a trigger for me. Maybe maybe it's just coming back to me. And maybe in that moment I had that, but I don't like that type of shit. I don't like a motherfucker to get so sloppy. Now let me be clear. I've also gone out and drank too much and had a good time and I'm ready to go to sleep. But all that
this was so far beyond that.
And you don't even know what the fuck you don't even know where you at. You like I'm not here for that.
That's not the first time he did that because later me and someone else who will remain nameless will remain unnamed, but their name rhymes with boat bonics.
Oh, yeah. That anonymous person.
Yeah, that anonymous person. We were all they were here in DC for a conference, and he did the same shit. And I tried to warn. I was like, she's messy. And then I was like, but the pussy is real good.
All I'm saying.
And then he looked at me, he was like, real good? And I was like, real good.
Listen, you ain't trust me. There's I'm telling too much of my business now. I'm telling too much.
But the difference in that situation, I'll let you finish. But the difference in that situation is they were staying in the same hotel. So when he got done, he was just like, okay, off you go, and put him outside the door. And then he just had to find his way back down 2 flights of stairs. So there you go.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna reserve that comment.
No. Finish your comment.
No. It was me. I was ready to share something. No, I'm not sharing.
No. I shared. You gotta share. Share it. Share it. Share it. Tell your story. Tell your truth. Reveal your truth, honey. We already know you gargle balls with vodka, so you might as well tell the rest of the story. Come on, man. Okay, so and the story is
I don't have a story. I've already decided I'm not telling that. I'll tell
what?
you after, but I'm not telling on the air. I'll tell you after.
Okay, as long as you tell me, that's all that really matters. I'm good with that. And then, so the last thing is, I got a new washer and dryer, so I'm excited about that. This is what adulting means: is getting
Baby.
a new washer and dryer, and it's a stacked unit. So it's not a stacked unit. It is a laundry center with a separate washer and dryer, and the controls are in the middle. Baby, she runs so silently and so beautifully. I just love everything about
That's
her.
amazing. That's absolutely amazing. But wait a minute, didn't you because then that didn't I thought you
I had to get rid of that shit because I was just over it. I was over trying to pull it out, get it fixed, and then so I was like, let me take this tax money, go ahead and buy me this new washer and dryer.
listen, I absolutely get it.
So I'm not one to brag on, how much things cost, but this was, good laundry. Listen, girl, this wasn't one of those old fashioned ones,
It's a
top
one
over bottoms from, like you have in an old apartment, the white thing. No, this was like a center. So this was like 2 grand for the center. And then when they got it, the guy was like, "Hey, can I talk to you outside for a minute?" And then I was like, "What's going on?" She was like, he's like, "It's got a dent on the side." And I was like, and then he was like, "You feel it right here." So I felt that dent. And then I was like, "Yeah, go ahead and install." He's like, "Yeah, if you just tell them and they'll take something off." They said that. And then so my ass was like, I'm glad I did not say, because I had already had the conversation with Asmac, and he was like, "Sir, you're a great person, but you're not a good negotiator." And I was like, "I'm not." That's why I like buying my car from CarMax, because I know what the fucking price is, and I ain't got to argue with the bitches. That's why I don't like to go shopping in Georgetown, because when you ask them, like, "How much is this sweater? How much do you want to pay?" Bitch, how much is this sweater? So I didn't negotiate. I just was like, "Hey, this thing has a dent in it." And she was like, "Let me speak to the manager. And when I say this dent, the dent is this long, it's on the side. So it's, my wash and dryer is in a closet. So you will never even see this dent.
but it's there, and it also can affect depending on if it's on the
No,
dryer or if it's on the
it's
washer.
just clearly cosmetic. It don't affect nothing." She was like, "Okay, we'll give you 25% off." I was like, "Bitch."
That's
So
amazing.
they're going to take $530 off of the price of this. I was like,
Run me
"You'll
my
get
coins,
no
girl.
arguments from me."
Run me my coins, girl.
All right. And then I was like, "Okay, so I'm gonna hang up now before y'all realize that this was not a quarter of the price off dent, but I'm gonna leave it alone." Anyway,
Not your
so
issue.
before we dive in, because we still I got a couple of TikToks for you.
Okay, what we got?
All right, I'm doing this one first. All right, so this one's short. Are you ready? Oh, wait a
Yep.
minute. Can y'all see it? Okay, good. All right.
Wait a minute. I don't wait. Wait, play it again. So in other words, he just kicked the chair. Or
He
like
just kicked the chair. He didn't really kick the woman, but he said that that's what the reaction would have been.
okay, all right.
All right, and then so I got one more, and this is what eccentric was saying. This woman, her name is Rashonda, and she lives in Tennessee with her wife, and she does these TikToks. She'll say something like eccentric said, "You're not an oven, but you stay keeping the heat on," or something like that. So this one is on aging.
Hello and welcome back. A lot of you all have said, Rashonda, you're not a Little Caesars pizza, but you stay hot and ready. And to that, I say thank you. Today, we're here to discuss something that we're all doing, but many are in denial about. It's really very simple. Let's check the board. This is a house, okay, 40 years old. And you may be like, oh, is it haunted? Exactly. This is a car. And you may be wondering, well, what's wrong with it? Exactly. 40 years old. This is me and you, 40. And we out here doing it like we still can. Okay. Yesterday, my knees locked up on me like an old 65 box Chevy, back creaking like an old wooden house. Yet and still, we're out here doing it. We're in denial. Okay. Let me help you with some math. It's 1983, 40 years ago. Now, you may be thinking, oh, that don't seem so long ago. Subtract 40 from 1983. 1943. Don't that seem like a long time ago? What do you think it sounds like to the children of today? Okay, listen to me. Go upstairs, rub yourself down with some rubbing alcohol. See how you feel. Feel wonderful, don't it? Why? Because you're operating on 40-year-old merchandise, and it needs to sit down somewhere sometimes. We are not in our 20s anymore, and you all are in denial. Sit your old ass down somewhere. Thanks.
Baby, I have never been so accosted by a fucking video before.
And listen, because she spoke all of the truth. And baby, listen, I got one more for you. Not just the regular alcohol. Find you some wintergreen alcohol.
Yes, baby, that wintergreen gets you together. And then sit in the Epsom salt bath.
Put the two together?
Yes.
Ooh! Or if you have some Dr. Bronner's, you put that in there too?
Ooh.
Don't call me tonight. I'll see y'all in the morning. Bitch is out.
Exactly. So you want to get to these stories real quick so we can spend some time on the Met Gala?
Yes. Okay, so listen, really quickly. Because I think there was two other things that you had listed on there, but I'm gonna just do these here.
I did all of that was those two TikToks, so that was
okay.
it.
All right, cool. So listen, Red Table Talk has been canceled on Meta. The often viral online talk show hosted by Jada Pinkett was canceled by Meta on Wednesday. It was the last of the Facebook Watch original.
I didn't know that you could get canceled on fucking Facebook.
It was the last of the Facebook Watch originals, which included Steve on Watch with Steve Harvey and Peace of Mind with Taraji, hosted by Taraji P. Henson. Now, according to Deadline, which first reported the news, the series producer Westbrook is shopping the series elsewhere. Smith's co-hosts are her daughter Willow and her mother Adrienne Banfield Norris. The rap has reached out to the series rep for comment. Amongst the most memorable Red Talk Table episodes were Jada's chat with her husband Will about her romantic entanglement with August Alsina, and the post-Oscar slap episode and the reunion of the A Different World cast in December. Red Table Talk premiered May 7, 2018, and is produced by New Yorktricity. And the chat show, which is the last of the Facebook Watch originals, will be shot elsewhere, like I said before. So we don't know. It may pop up somewhere. We just don't know where yet, but good luck.
Girl, just go live.
Hey, look, we'll figure that out. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because while I'm trying not to be as cold as I can be, but Carolyn Bryant Donham, the white woman whose accusation led to the 1955 lynching of Emmett Till in Mississippi, she died. She was 88. She's dead. Malik Shabazz with the Black Lawyers for Justice said in a statement Thursday that Donham's legacy will be one of dishonesty and injustice. Carolyn Bryant's death brings a conclusion to a painful chapter for the Emmett Till family and for Black people in America. The tragic part about Bryant's death was that she was never held accountable for her role in the death of Emmett Till, who is the martyr for the civil rights movement. And again, this part I'm gonna mention this so people understand where we are. In a statement after Donham's death, Professor Timothy Tyson, author of The Blood of Emmett Till, said 68 years ago there was the unspeakable murder of Emmett Till, a 14-year-old Black boy from Chicago. It has comforted America to see this is a story about monsters, her one of them. But the truth is what was unspeakable for the American social order that did nothing about Emmett Till or thousands more like him. The prospect that the woman at the center of the case have recanted her testimony, which the U.S. Justice Department said in a memo would contradict statements she made during the state trial in 1955 and later to the FBI, prompted calls for authorities to reopen the investigation. The DOJ had already reexamined and closed the case in 2007. They reopened the probe into Emmett's killing in 2018, but the case was closed in December of 2021. After DOJ's Civil Rights Division concluded it couldn't prove Donham had lied. When questioned directly, Donham adamantly denied to investigators that she had recanted her testimony. So again, this is where I am. She died. She's dead. I'm not trying to spend too much more time on her.
Yeah.
There's 40 drag stars from RuPaul's Drag Race and Dragula to join a new show called Drag Me to Dinner. It's a competition series. This is going to be hosted by Neil Patrick Harris and Bianca Del Rio, and they've assembled the wildest army of queer legends to attend the new Hulu competition series. And there was an exclusive look that I looked at on the EW website. Harris and Bianca will be joined by fellow head judge Hanifa Wood, host Murray Hill, and resident food expert David Burtka across the show's 10-episode run. Now, each of the episodes features a fun competition between two pairs of drag performers from all sectors of the industry, including fans from RuPaul's Drag Race and the Boulet Brothers Dragula, as well as other drag legends and political activists. The series also welcomes one of the final performances of Heklina, the renowned drag artist who died on April 30th. Now, the drag queen cast competing on the show includes Alaska, Alexis Mateo, Bibi Zahara Benet, Ben LaCreme, Bitch Pudding, Chelsea Piers, Darian Lake, Detox, Gigi Good, Ginger Minge, Heidi in Closet, Heklina, Jackie Beat, Jada Essence Hall, Jasmine Rice, LaBeija, Jinx Monsoon, Kiki Ball Change, Kim Chi, Latrice Royale, Manila Luzon, Marty Gold Cummings, Mayhem Miller, Meatball, Mary Cherry, Morgan McMichaels, Miss Kasha Davis, Naomi Smalls, Nina West, Peaches Christ, Peaches Iman Cummings, Pixie Aventura, Raja, Rhea Leader, Selma Nia, Sherry Vine, Simone, Thorgy Thor, Trinity Tuck, Vanessa Vanjie Mateo, and Willem. So we got a lot of the queens from Drag Race and just in gay history, as far as I'm concerned, because a lot of them go way back. So described as a riotous, fun format, fourth wall breaking, unapologetic send up of traditional competition shows, Drag Me to Dinner will pit two teams of drag artists against each other to throw the best dinner party, with each week having a unique theme introduced by Burtka, Harris's husband, and fellow show producer. After the queens compete in distinct categories, including food and drink, design and decor, and entertainment and overall vibe, the trio of judges will deliberate and declare one the winner, who will walk away with the prize, the glorious Golden Grater. Drag Me to Hell. I keep saying Drag Me to Hell. Drag Me to Dinner premieres Wednesday, May 31st on Hulu. So I'm looking forward to that. I just want to see something that is fun, and you get to see some more of their personalities. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Hey, Abby, long time no talk for a live. You're active in our chat, but thank you for joining us on the show.
Yeah, girl, where you been? You ain't been in the show. I mean, we appreciate you being in the chat, but we like you coming in the show too. But it's good to see you.
You know, the kids be busy. So what's going on? Last story?
Okay, so last story. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame reveals the class of 2023. Willie Nelson just got an early an only slightly late 90th birthday present, and that is his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The country music legend was one of 7 music figures announced Wednesday morning as having been voted into the hall, along with Kate Bush, Rage Against the Machine, Missy Elliott, Sheryl Crow, George Michael, and the Spinners. Now, there are 6 more inductees beyond that list, with the distinction of being selected by a Hall of Fame committee to join the 7 performers who were voted in via general balloting. The singer Shaka Khan, instrumentalist producer Al Cooper, and lyricist Bernie Taupin, all in the musical excellence category. Pioneering rock guitarist Link Wray and hip-hop originator DJ Kool Herc in the musical influence division, and Soul Train TV host Don Cornelius as a recipient of the annual Ahmet Ertegun Award. I think I pronounced his name correctly.
Mm-hmm.
These 13 honorees will be celebrated in an induction ceremony and concert to take place November 3rd at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. So a media partner is expected to be named soon, since HBO has expired. But for anyone keeping score of the artists who didn't make it in this year, the 7 nominees on the general ballot who missed the cut this go round are A Tribe Called Quest, Iron Maiden, Joy Division, New Order, Cyndi Lauper, Soundgarden, The White Stripes, and Warren Zevon. So congratulations to those who were inducted. And I think for me, the Spinners, when I heard them being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I thought about a song that they sang, and I didn't realize who was actually singing it with them. So that song that I'm sure you've heard, I never knew love before.
Mhm.
That's Dionne Warwick, and I never paid attention to that being Dionne Warwick.
Yeah. Mhm.
It just didn't make any sense. So I was like, okay. But listen, congratulations to all the inductees. Listen, congratulations. I'll be tuning in because I want to see what everybody has to say, especially Missy. I want to see what she's going to say.
Right.
But there we are.
All right. Are we ready?
We are ready. So, welcome to the BGKH show Met Gala extravaganza review, commentary, moments, everything. That's what we're going to call it. So, the Met Gala was this past Monday, and here are some of the fashions. Listen, Lizzo. Now, I'm sorry. Let's go back. I'm sorry. The theme of the Met Gala this year was Karl Lagerfeld, a line of beauty. So everyone here was doing something in homage to, or
theoretically,
for Karl Lagerfeld. Some people took it literal, some people did not. But again, that's the theme of this right here. And with this first picture, Lizzo. Okay, so hold on. I got one comment for this because I wanted to put this out here. There is. Oh no. There is a here we go. Here it is. So this picture of Lizzo. All right, okay. So here's the thing. I don't know if many of you knew this, and I found this on another person's Facebook page, and I cut their name off of this picture. So I apologize to whoever this is. And it was kind of someone sent it and resent it and then kind of put their name on it. And so the original person that was on it, I cut them out of this particular picture. But anyway, Karl Lagerfeld hated fatness, and he was an odious human being and said really awful things about women throughout his whole life, including things to the effect of models should expect to get groped. It's the industry. And he also said nobody wants to see a curvy body. So on the night of the Met Gala, whose theme this year is in honor of Karl, outspoken feminist activist Lizzo dressed her glorious fat self in a classic Lagerfeld silhouette in the classic black that he loved, dripping in pearls, which he loved, and then took a picture of her fine ass eating fries in a fast food kitchen. When I tell you I absolutely lost my motherfucking mind, and I said, bitch, Lizzo, you are crazy as cat shit. And I love it. So listen, shout out to Lizzo for coming and representing and also making a statement about everything. So I'm here for it. While I don't necessarily care for the entire look, Lizzo, I'm here for what it represents, all of it.
She looks good.
She's all right.
I mean, good, but I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, my wig is not blown back by this look. So.
But now, what I will also give her credit for, that face. If you zoom in on that face is thoroughly beat. It has been beat to submission. So good for you. And it's not that she's an unattractive girl, but that makeup is done well. Doja Cat. I like Doja. I really do. I don't hate this look. I think I was just thrown off a little bit with
because she's got on face prosthetics and everything, but it's an homage to Karl Lagerfeld's cat. So he was famously in love with, not in love like sexually, but he really doted on his pet cat who was like this white cat. So that's what this look is an homage to. So I get that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but it's all right. Alex Newell, listen, I don't care what nobody say. This is what Alex Newell is giving me. Alex Newell is giving me, this is my big cousin, the one that we don't fuck with, that's always so bougie. Now she fly and everything and all that's good, all that's great, but we don't fuck with her because she's just real bougie. Like you can't use paper towels around her. You have to use like linen napkins all the time. Like this is that type of feel. But she looks great. She looks great. I'm sorry, they look great.
Yes. This coat gave me life everlasting, and the look on his face is, he's not an unattractive man to me, but I've never saw it for him like that. But with this picture and everything, I was like, I see it.
I was
like
gonna say 'cause
idiots.
I'm here for it. Like I'm here for the look.
The
I'm here for
pearls,
yeah.
everything.
I'm here for it. Like I would totally rock this, like going to the supermarket.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, I'm here for it. And I thought he was cute. Now, Brittany and Sherelle Griner. First of all, I was very happy to see them. I love the monochromatic look on Brittany. I think it's great. I remember seeing a picture of her after she came home where she had her locks, and then I think before she started playing again, she cut her hair off. But I like the look of it, but I was just kind of like, wow, if she had, I'm thinking of her with hair. I feel like it would have brought this look together, and it kind of gives me a homage. It gives me a little bit of homage to the Matrix and the Merovingian and the two twins. That's what I kind of thought of. But I like the monochromatic look. Her wife looks great as well, so I'm here for it. Burner Boy.
It's a no for me.
It's a choice.
Yes.
That's all I got.
No, we're going literally trauma. Well, I don't know that I'm literally traumatized yet, but it's definitely a no for me. This was cute. This color looks beautiful against her skin.
Absolutely.
And I love this this feather detail. It's just it's beautiful.
So I like the feather detail. I kind of wish it wasn't doing this like a circle. I wish it was kind of like going like in one direction.
Well, that would be nice too. But what I like about it is that it's not just like up and out and like covering her face. It's like, you know, designed to like accentuate her face and her body.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I just I agree that it's not covering her face, and that's a good thing because she has a lot of beautiful face and skin. Listen, you can say what you want about Viola Davis. Anybody can say whatever they want about Viola Davis. Viola Davis's skin is always glowing, and she is always glowing. Listen, that's you. For me, it takes me back to my grandmother and all the older women in my family. That's like, baby, come here. Let me put something on your skin. Let me get some Vaseline or some baby oil or something to get on your skin. Just something. But she's always glowing, and I'm here for it. I actually like this look on Miss Cardi B. I think it's really cute and fun and girly and frilly, but it's also kind of hard at the same time and kind of dark. But I kind of like it on her. She looks happy. You know what I mean? Like she looks happy. She's like, I feel like she looks comfortable in this look, and I just like it. Listen, Miss Carisha, I think she's one of the City Girls, I believe.
Apparently. I had never heard of her before in life, but this outfit, especially from the waist, I love these chains and the waist up. From the waist down, this sheer, I don't really see it for that, but the drama of the top piece and the body change is giving it to me.
Listen, that top piece and the pearls for me is but again, I agree with you. I don't know if I care for the train, and I don't know if I care for it because it's sheer. I don't know if I care for it because the bottom is all that crinoline is doing a lot. I don't know if I care for that. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I love her confidence in it. But it's a choice,
and she deserves to be confident because of the top.
So this is another look for me.
Diddy turned. I don't fuck with Diddy, but this turned me out.
Totally. I love this look.
This look turned me out. This is now that first coat that Brian Henry Tyler wore is cute. I would wear this coat. This would be my coat that I would wear to MAL.
Either one for me. Listen, I'm good, but I like both these looks. I really like it. Dr. Dre, listen, I put Dr. Dre in here only for one thing. That man is getting older and is getting kind of fine. So
he's getting kind of fine, but he likes to beat women till they almost die. So I can't really fuck with him like that.
The aesthetics of this picture, but we already know he's trash and he's probably dead inside because he's beating on these women and all that. But again, the man is fine. So that's my opinion.
No, I hear that. They could have kept this look. This jacket feels like it's not finished, and it feels like her hair wasn't done. This feels like the before, before they did something with her hair. Dwayne looks fine, but this is not doing it for me.
I love Gabby. But I feel like she has the body and the presence to pull off a lot of looks. And this is not something I feel like they planned. Although I get the reference to Carl with the jacket and his black, and like I get that. But Gabby, I'm kind of like, wow. And even Dwayne, like I never thought that Dwayne, for me, I never thought that Dwayne he's not unattractive. I don't think he's like
He's
fine,
a basic looking man. I mean, he's fine.
right.
He's okay looking, but he's not like extraordinary.
Yeah. Now, so Eccentric said that his vest was everything without the coat. I didn't see any pictures of that. So if you have some of those, please share that in the chat, please, because I didn't see that, because this is just giving me, that's what I got.
Yeah, right. This is fine, and I'm sure it's very Lagerfeld inspired, but yeah.
No. That's not. Skip that. There we go. That was from that.
She always looks stunning to me.
She looks. This is another picture for me where she looks happy. Like, I mean, I know she's smiling and all that good stuff, but she's like, I'm happy. Like, I'm in a good space. And they get
she's about to be the Little Mermaid. She is about to earn millions and millions of dollars and like tons of fans. And I've never seen the original Little Mermaid, so I feel like I might go see it just to support. Honey, I keep telling, when people like give me those faces about movies like The Little Mermaid or The Lion King, I don't have young nieces and nephews or cousins, and I was already an adult when all of these things came out.
I was an adult when I took my ass to see these movies. I was an adult when I took my ass to see that movie in 1989 when the damn movie came out. In the damn movie, I'm sorry.
Well, good for you.
Listen, it was amazing, and then one of my several of my favorite songs.
Okay,
it was amazing. Listen, I don't necessarily care for the dress that she has on. I love a good pump, and I love a good pump with a woman with something around her ankles, and I feel like it's something around, like tied around her ankles. I think that's so sexy. But baby, the thing for me is Idris's jacket, the cut of it, it is giving me a Zoot Suit 2023, and I feel like it is clean as shit. And I would definitely rock the shit out of it. I think he looks amazing. I'm not really feeling the saddlebags on his body.
Yeah, the look, the silhouette on this dress, and I'm assuming that's a corset. So it looks like she is stuffed into it.
That's all I got.
Yeah, and the length, and I agree with Ebby. The length of the skirt is off to me. It should either be shorter or longer.
Yeah. If it was on like a whole gown to the floor and it was a train or something dragging, maybe. But right now, not so much. Not so much. Janelle Monáe. Okay.
This was a miss for me. Everyone was gagging over it. The shoes were a gag, but these individuals. So I don't like any of the pieces of this. Eccentric said that's a clothes basket, and that's all. It's like she's wearing a clothes basket upside down.
Yeah, I don't. It's not really giving what I feel like she thought it was giving. Not for me. Now, the drama of
Miss Jeremy turned it. He turned to girls.
The drama of this was everything, because when I tell you, as there was other pictures as he was walking up the stairs and he was dragging up the stair, it was amazing. It's a basic look, but again, the train on it and the design was amazing.
Yes.
Listen, say what you want about Miss Motherfucking J-Lo, but
Miss Jennifer Lopez turns it. She turns it on the red carpet.
Clean. And
that veil and the titties just covered in the this is stunning to me.
She's giving you the fascinator of your life because you love a fascinator.
Yes, I do.
And and the thing for me is I love Jennifer Lopez when she models and she gets made up. She looks absolutely amazing. Like when she did that Louis Vuitton ad, that whole spread, Miss Jennifer Lopez is the clean. When I say she rocks a snatchback ponytail and nobody's listen, J-Lo, girl, you better go ahead and do it. Come on, my big booty sister. You better do it. You better rock it. Next.
Why is he here again? No.
Because I was copying and pasting a couple.
Oh, okay. Keke Palmer, this look was fine. She looks stunning. The makeup and the hair is
Listen, Kiki,
everything.
do I love you? She's giving Kiki's never had this much body ever. Kiki's she
That's
got
that new baby.
hips and titties and ass and everything. She is giving everything. Was in this picture. She's giving me Valley of the Dolls.
Very.
She's giving very Valley of the Dolls, but not one of the wives, but one of the husbands. Mistresses on that's what she's giving. But it's listen, she better do it with all these titties and curves. Come on, Miss Kiki. This was absolutely a miss for me.
Carrie usually turns it, but this was a full miss.
This was a miss for me. This was a
this looks, if there were Little Mermaids who were hookers. This is what this look is giving to me.
It's a miss for me though, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to support because she went to GW, and I'm gonna try because she was in the area. I'm trying to make some connection here to support, but I it's a miss for me.
Yeah,
Miss Lot. So let me. I want to be
but uneventful to me.
I want to be clear. I think this is Lala Anthony. I want to make sure that it's Lala Anthony because if it's not, I have to make a correction. But I do like the basic construction of this, and I like the way it's fitting on her. So I definitely like that.
I love the pearls, the body change. That really accentuates a body. I like that.
And a white fitted ensemble, whether it is a jacket, a pant, a gown, or something. It always is striking for me. And I like that. So but I kind of like this. Listen, Lil Nas X.
I don't see what the reference was here. Now, he looks good. Now, we had a conversation in our group where someone said, I thought he had more cakes. And I was like, listen, for me, it's not about the booty, it's about the whole. And I will let him grind his pelvis all up against me. I want to feel all them bones as I'm hitting it. So this look feels like, I mean, it's grown on me, but I don't see what the reference to Karl Lagerfeld is.
Listen, I will say this. The body, the body painting and all that stuff, I feel like it's unnecessary. Now, from his neck,
I would have loved to be the body painter, to be like, spread your cheeks. Let me get in there. Oh no, oh, my bad. Oh no, hold on. I need to put my finger in your hole so that I can get in. Yeah, there we go.
I think this look from the neck up looks absolutely amazing, and I like the contrast.
All of the jewels on the face, yes, it's stunning.
That's what I do like. The rest of the body,
right.
You could even just came in all basic black and just had that as a.
Now, if the theme was like Greek statue or something, then I could see all of this, but I'm not seeing it for Karl Lagerfeld. And maybe I'm just missing the reference, and that's fine.
Mary J. I had to figure out what I was going to say about Mary J. So this look is very Mary J. And I think
very Mary J.
Yeah.
And you can take that however. I will say it's very Mary J. It's very Newark.
Okay. And so, but the other thing for me is I have to keep remembering that, first of all, people are people and people are peopling. And so while I was sitting there looking at her thinking like, girl, you're not fitting in this right. You're not doing. And then I was like, you know what the fuck am I doing? Like she's standing taking a picture because she feels good and she feels like she looks good. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck? So that's
I feel like you can still make a comment on it but you still got to keep it cute though.
Right. And that's what I'm trying. Like I'm trying to, but again, I think the best comment I can say is this is very Mary J. I wouldn't expect anybody else to be able to pull this off the way Mary's pulling it off. She's doing her signature thigh-high boot situation. She got the girls up. This skin is always amazing and it's glowing like shit. So like I'm here for it. And I like the idea of it. And I think that it can be for me, if it was a higher collar, I think I probably would have loved it. But I think it's just Mary's gonna give you. This is what Mary's.
This is just me as a man. I love titties out. So like top cleavage. I do not like side cleavage out. I don't like titties out on the side, just as a look in general.
So you mean so you don't like to look down in the center and see both sides of the titties? Is that what you're saying? You don't like
exactly. Now, if her breasts were sort of poking out a little bit from the top, like if it was just like a straight across and the titties were poking out, to me that's sexy. It doesn't usually scream sexy to me. That's just my opinion. You know, who the fuck am I would never wear anything like this. And again, if she feels good in it, that's it. But I'm just saying my opinion is that I don't really like like open boob like that.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody has their opinion, and
Yeah.
But hey, I'm happy that Mary J is. Let's think about this: 1990 Mary J to like where we are now. Baby, she's come a long
Right.
way.
Who would have thought that the chick from Real Love would be like an Oscar nominated actress?
Right, and she's doing her thing. So listen,
Right.
Mary J, you keep on being Monet Tejada and everybody else that you've been playing, and girl, you do what you're doing because baby, only you can do what you do. So I'm here for it.
Right.
Michaela Cole.
I first of all, this feels like the same shit that Lil Nas wore last year.
Maybe.
Oh, I see that. And I see where she's going. I mean, I like the embellishment and everything. It just doesn't gag me the way that I think she thought the kids would be gagged when she chose this outfit.
So wait a minute. I'm gonna pause for 1 second. I was looking at the comments from Eccentric. He said there's a chrome statue of Carl holding a cat. So the pearls were designed like a cat on the face. Okay, so I see that.
Okay.
And then Lola was saying that that picture was of Lala. So thank you for that. She said she didn't really understand the assignment, but
she was talking about Mary J. Blige.
About Mary J. But then they also said that Ebby said that they're talking about Mary coming out with a line of thigh-high boots. I don't know why she hasn't. She came out with a line of sunglasses because she's known for these boots and sunglasses. Get it together. But anyway, with Michaela, I do like.
I feel like this would be cuter if it was a pantsuit.
Yeah, I kind of like the top of it before you get down to the boob. But then that's it. And I only like the one boob. I like the left boob. I don't like the right boob.
That's another thing that's throwing me off. It's the asymmetry of it.
Yeah,
now it just feels like there's, after you get from the bottom of this from this neck piece down, it just feels like randomly thrown on pieces of stuff on the dress.
And I'm wondering if they could have not put those pieces on her boobs and maybe put a sheer lining on the inside so you couldn't see it. But I don't know, and maybe some other jewels, some other placement of it. But again, something, yeah. But as usual, Michaela has a face that is good in pictures. It is striking, and she is a beauty. Which, like, she knows her ankles and she knows how to look good. And I feel like she makes this look good.
It just feels there's not an asymmetry to it. It just feels asymmetrical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And Ebby said the fringe under the coochie is throwing me off.
Yes. It really is. I'm like, what's going on here? What's happening?
Like, yeah, there's something going on. Something not quite.
Mother. Bitch. Because at first I thought this was flowers, but then I saw it up close and saw that all of this was metal.
I'm gonna listen. I'm whelmed.
Really?
I'm whelmed. I'm whelmed.
Okay.
It's not bad. Let me be clear.
No, I hear that. Like you say, everyone has an opinion, and I'm not saying yours is right or wrong, and everything just doesn't move everybody. But I love a one shoulder gown, but then I also love how the metal it just did it for me. It's the mix of materials between this aluminum or wherever that is, and the softer, shiny fabric. Yes, so it does give it does, Ebby. It says, I want to like this because it's Naomi, but it's giving toga party. And for me, this says, give me the look. The look goes as follows: toga party in 2023. So that's what this says. This gives postmodern toga party to me, and I love it.
And for me also, I feel like as someone that has modeled for Lagerfeld for quite some time, I'm just kind of like, this was the gown that you chose, and it's not a bad gown, but I just, again, for me, Just won't. And it's all
Okay.
right.
This is a no.
This is some random sports bar player. I think he's the point guard for the Oklahoma's.
It looks like he's wearing piano keys, so I'm over it.
Yeah. So Quinta Brunson.
This is a no.
I'm not feeling this. It's like choices. I feel like this is not complimenting her body shape.
No, and this sheer black over the fabric makes it look dirty. It just makes it look like it's dirty.
Yeah. And so I just, I'm not a fan. Again, her skin is glowing, her face looks good, but I'm not.
And we know that these are either custom pieces or custom fit pieces, and her titties are spilling out of this dress in a way that is not flattering to me.
Okay.
And Lola said she loves it. So listen, everyone has different opinions, and that's what's great about fashion.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
I had not seen this picture of Rihanna before. This picture is fine. If I had only seen this picture and maybe even this, I would have been like, eh. But seeing this picture,
I don't know which picture you're talking about. Which picture? Because there's 3 pictures. There's what her.
No, if I had only seen the picture on the left or the picture at the bottom, I'd have been like, okay, this is cute but uneventful. But seeing it with this collar up, it gives a whole different vibe to me that I love.
So again, this is where we will agree to disagree. Not disagree to disagree. But I like this better.
He says it looks like a tampon.
I like this better. Oh my, that's awful. I like this better when she has it down on her shoulders and the drama of it. Over her head, I felt like, are you giving me like Stay Puft Marshmallow had an affair with with cauliflower? Like, what is this? I don't know what that. I don't know what that is. So, and ASAP was just there as being Mr. Rihanna. That's all.
Yeah. Does he have on jeans underneath a kilt?
Yes, he does. And the pair.
Okay, girl, bye.
Yeah. Now listen. I am trying to be as nice as I possibly can.
Congratulations on the second baby. That's the nicest thing.
She is, but thank you so much. No,
she actually said when she was taking in a picture with her husband, I think it was like on her Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and the picture says there are 3 of us in this picture.
Thank you because I was like, I sat there and I said, if this is where we are, Serena, this is giving me first lady of the church decided she wants to go out and get jazzy, and she coming from church, and then she's gonna go ahead and pin this crinoline skirt on the bottom to try to go to this fancy evening.
Because the crinoline skirt does not go with the rest of this ensemble at all.
It's a bad church lady outfit. That's all I got to say.
Yes. Lola said, I always want more for Serena. And I agree with that. Even when she looks good, it could be like just a little bit better. But listen, she's that's not what Serena's lane is. Serena's lane is not fashion star. Her lane is to be one of the greatest athletes of all time. So that's
no, between her and her sister, they fashionistas. They trying to.
I guess.
But hey,
Lucy said is giving Ross suit with a tutu, and I can't spot a lie there.
Yeah, I can't even. I do, but
I have no idea who this person is.
Eccentric mentioned that that kilt was amazing for Carl, and he often wore kilt. He did, but I didn't particularly care for this pairing with the kilt and the jeans. Now, Skepta, listen.
Who the hell is Skepta? Some colored person.
Cute brown man. That's what we're gonna call him.
Yes.
Cute angry brown man. And then Stormzy.
I have no idea who that is either.
I think he's a rapper, and I want to say he's like an African rapper.
He's got beautiful skin.
But I like this. I like the fabric of this suit, and I like
it's cut beautifully, and it looks good on him. I don't like the style because the style of suits are shorter and tighter, and some of these girls be working around. I was like, sir, you need a size up for this guttage.
Yeah, and on top of that, you have to be shaped for that. You got to be given straight up and down, baby. I can't wear short, tight, nothing unless I'm trying to give content. I can't. But again, that's me. I know it works for me. Thames. Now, let me say this. I like it.
Right.
But there's something that feels off, but I do like it, and I think it's her confidence that's really bringing it together for me. And it's the headpiece and the these aren't peacock feathers. I can't remember what kind of feathers these are, but it's interesting. I like the top of it and I like the bottom of it, but I don't know if I like the top and the bottom together.
I don't like this fold, like, the dress comes up and then folds down at the waist. That's a no for me.
She looks good though. I don't care what nobody says. First of all, I love me some Tiana Taylor. Listen, if you zoom in close up on her face, when I tell you Miss Mama's face is beat for the gods up high in the heavens, gods. Miss Tiana Taylor is actually doing everything for me with this, and it's her attitude.
I'm sorry, Tiana Taylor always looks like a man. She look like a man.
Listen, well, I like men, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
I like men too, and I'm fine with men who dress as women who look like men. But there's just a level of harshness about her that I just don't see it.
So I think I'm going to say this, and I'm doing this comparison, and I don't mean this in any negative way at all. I think she has strong features, much like several women. Like I'm going to put Michaela Cole in that category.
But Michaela just feels like she has beautiful, strong features. But I hear what you're saying. I see that comparison 100%.
And also Grace Jones is another one, because I feel like Grace Jones has strong features, and they make these individual features about her look great, or they are great. When you put them together, you look at it, you're kind of like, wait, that works, and it does. But since you said painted for 5711 funerals, exactly eccentric. So, but anyway, this is the look, the tailoring of it, and first of all, her body is amazing.
Yes.
But the tailoring of it, especially the upper part, I love it, and I do like the little peekaboos on the side.
I do like that.
While I feel it's
and her figure is stunning.
Yeah, I do feel like it's a little bit. It's not inappropriate, but it's just I don't know.
One detail that's throwing me off is whatever is happening at the shoulder here.
I think that's a beading or some sort.
Either way, it's throwing me off.
But yeah, but I like this. And Miss Tiana Taylor is all I like. She's one of my faves right now. So I appreciate that. I appreciate this. Usher is given very Lagerfeld, like one of his signature looks, just all black with a white shirt on, some gloves, and the rings on the outside. I do remember that. But he's just there. It's almost giving me Oak Tree, this suit.
Very that. And the glasses. So he's definitely giving you a classic Karl Lagerfeld silhouette. So
yeah. Miss Yahar Shahidi. I need to first of all say congratulations to her, because she is Tinkerbell in the new Peter and Wendy and Peter movie, or Peter and Wendy movie. And shout out to her for keeping that hair black and that ponytail that she has up there as Tinkerbell. So I'm shout out to her. This look, I'm gonna say this: her face is beautiful. I've never seen her painted so much. It almost looks a little bit funny. I think they added a little bit too much hair for me. But the dress, the tailoring of it is nice, but I don't like it. It's too short. Yeah. That's it. I don't like it. It's too short. This young man.
Who the fuck is this?
I don't know who this is. Is this the
Is this Bootsy Collins' younger brother?
Baby, I don't know who this is. I think this is the Ghost of Christmas Past. I don't know who this is. I can't figure that out. Listen, I don't know who this is either, but I also figured this was what not to wear to a bar mitzvah. That's what I figured out. Now, the boots are giving me something to work with, but I don't know what this is.
You know who this guy reminds me of? You know that queen from DC, the one who's like the superhero and makes the little TikTok videos. This is that guy.
Wait, which one? You talking about the superhero and the heels?
The little skinny one that has the boots is like the gay superhero?
Or you talking about the one that jumps on top of stuff and says, "Hello, bitch"?
No, well, that too. But no, not that person. I'm talking about the one that's actually like the superhero.
Okay, all right, I know what you're talking
Yes,
about.
but either way, it's a no.
Yeah, it's a miss for me.
Oh, was that Erica Badu? That's Erica Badu?
I don't.
Ebby says Erica having Baduana's The Ghost of Christmas Past. So I guess that's Erica Badu.
I don't know if that's Erica or not, but if I don't know who that was. But listen, it's the look over the show for me that says her name is I Am That Bitch.
Who is that?
I don't know who that is. This is why these question marks. I'm like, I've given it I Am That Bitch. But listen, it's her look and her attitude for me. I don't necessarily care for the skirt, the gown or whatever, the bottom of it. But Bougie said that is Erica. Okay, so all right, so that was Erica. Okay, cool. But this
it's
gown
definitely the look, and this angle, the dress is cute, but generally I don't. Yeah,
I'm not really a fan of that one. Now listen, her name is Glow or J-Lo, Glow by J-Lo or Skin Tisha. Because again, she's all I see is this glowing skin. Glowing. I don't particularly care for the outfit, but all I see is
I don't care for this outfit at all, unless she's starring in the Lola Falana story.
Bitch, you hit that nail right on top of the head. Come on, Lola. Come on, Lola Falana.
So it's not an unattractive outfit, but it feels very Vegas showgirl in the best way.
Vegas showgirl, or I'm partying at the Red Room or at the Bunny Lounge somewhere.
Right.
But that's just my opinion. Or the Penthouse in DC.
Everyone was going in for this, and this look does nothing for me.
So the contortions of her body and the gown and the way she's holding her hands and all that stuff, I'm here for that. But the gown is just, And I don't know who she is. I know she's a model, but I felt like her name was Bitch, I'm a Model. And that's what I'm thinking of now. That's all I got. This, I felt like, was a descendant of Steve Urkel and Janelle Monáe. Like somewhere, it's a combination.
Very that.
That's all I got. I don't know his name. I don't know who that is. Yeah.
So yeah, this is a no for me. So that's it. That's our rewind from the Met Gala.
Met Gala 3.
All right, so let's get into this beautiful bean footage. We'll see you on the other side.
3, 2, 1. Let's get it on.
That was a fun evening. I'm looking for that was a fun, lovely, fabulous thing.
Oh, so Central said that was Pusha T. Oh, okay.
I know who I've heard of a person named Pusha T, but couldn't tell you one thing he did, and now I know what he looks like. So there we go.
And Jodie Turner Smith. So Nichelle, which one was Jodie Turner Smith?
That was the one.
That was Lola Falana.
That was Lola Falana, yeah. And she's married to. That's why Bougie Girl said Pacey, because remember the guy that was Joshua Jackson from Dawson's Creek. So not Dawson, but the other dude.
I didn't watch Dawson's Creek, so I don't know all the people.
Yeah, but yeah, so he's that guy. So yeah, so I have had a wonderful time as usual. Thank you all for coming out, and looking forward to doing it again next week. Now it's time for me to get a little din and then turn it in.
Indeed. Thank y'all for coming out. Again, we appreciate y'all spending time with us. And listen, everybody say stay. Whoa, dated Drake. Who outed Drake being a daddy? Okay.
I stopped at outed Drake and I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
You know me and Drake. The only one that do it more than Drake is shit. Now I can't. He does it for me, but I can't remember his fucking name.
From P Valley.
Tyler Lepley. Tyler Lepley.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, thank y'all. It was always a great show, and we appreciate you all. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. We love you all, and we will see you next week.
All right, love you bunches. Bye.
Bye.